This is day 6 of 21 days of personal development. I'd like to share an interesting topic with you today, forgiving ourselves. And not only forgiving ourselves, but also letting go of the things that we've done wrong and not hurting ourselves or others. And I'm thinking of things like self-sabotage and not forgiving ourselves, not being gentle with ourselves. When I say that, I'm not thinking of physically hurting ourselves or others, although of course we mustn't do that either. I'd like you to close your eyes with me for a moment. Take a deep breath. Another deep breath. Keep your eyes closed. I'd like you to imagine your life as a road stretching back. You're on a hill. You can look down on that road. You're looking back at it. And you can see the road stretching as far as you can see. You can see little hills and valleys. You can see trees and clumps of rocks. You can see where there's things on the road and things around the road. Now imagine going all the way back to the beginning of that road when you were a child. As you've walked through life, you've had to get through bramble bushes on that road. You've had to climb over rocks and boulders on that road. You've had to move things out of the way to keep going on the road. I want you to walk forward on the road. You've gotten to the section where you're perhaps about 13. You're very young still. You've already climbed over so many things. You've already gotten through so many things. And you're continuing. Your road continues. You keep going. You climbed around things. There was huge boulders in the road. There were trees that had fallen over that you need to clamber over. There were ditches in the road that you had to find a way around. And you kept going forward. Through your teenage years, into your early 20s. The road was steep sometimes. You kept going forward. The road had jumbled things all over it. There were obstacles, and you got through every single one of them. You kept going right through your 20s. You kept going right into your 30s. You climbed over things. You had to crawl under things. You crawled and you broke your way through the bushes where it had overgrown, and you never stopped going. And you kept going down that road all the way through the obstacles, climbing over rocks, climbing over tree stumps, climbing over branches, climbing through thickets. You never stopped. I want you to consider this road. You're up on the hill again. You're looking back over the whole road that you've journeyed. Have you done the best that you could at each point in the road? You never ever stopped. That's amazing. You kept going through everything. You kept going under and over, around obstacles. Nothing stopped you. You kept on and on and on. I want you to take another deep breath. And I want you to consider the wonder of the fact that every single day of your life, you've kept going forward. Sometimes you've been tired and you've had to rest a while on the side of the road. Sometimes it's been very, very difficult and it's taken you a long time to get through something or over something or under something, but you kept going. Take a deep breath and just realize how amazing it is that you've gotten to where you are right now. I want you to be proud of yourself. I want you to feel amazing. Look back and just think how remarkable it really is that you've gotten to where you are right now. Have you done the best that you could? I think most of us do. We do the best that we can at each point. You knew what the obstacles were. The rest of the world might not have even known all the obstacles you were climbing under and over and the thickets that you were slashing your way through. And you just kept going. Open your eyes again. Are you willing to forgive yourself for past guilt, misdeeds, insensitivities, deficits in compassion where maybe you should have had compassion, angry explosions, erroneous judgments, destructive impulses? If you look back on that road, you did the best that you could. And every single one of us makes mistakes. Every single one of us does things that we shouldn't have done. That's human. That means that you're part of the human family. Congratulations, you're one of us. Are you willing to forgive yourself? To congratulate yourself? To be proud of yourself for how far you've come? What have you learned from your past misbehaviors so that you don't repeat them anymore? Take a moment and think about it. Pause the video if you need to. And just think in loving, just think lovingly and gently and proudly about the journey that you've come through. When you're ready to go again, do you need to ask anyone else's forgiveness or make amends with anyone? You can pause the video. You can write the names down if you need to. When you're ready to continue, do you need to forgive yourself or make amends with yourself? Are you ready? I think you should. I think that every single one of us human beings do the very best that we can with the circumstances that we've been given. And those circumstances aren't easy. Human beings walk a difficult road. And each of us have got things that we have gotten through. And we've tried to do the best that we can. Do you want to ask forgiveness? Do you want to take a moment and forgive yourself? Pause the video if you want to and take a moment. And when you're ready, we'll carry on. I want you to think about the way that our brains are shaped. Not the actual physical shape, but the way that we construct the pathways in our brain. I'm not going to go into anything very medical or scientific, but I'll share this with you. It's a quote by Debbie Hampton. What you do, experience, think, hope, and imagine physically changes your brain through what is called experience-dependent neuropathy. Neuroplasticity is actually probably the way it's pronounced. The neurological explanation of how this happened is complicated, but the basic concept is simple. Every minute of every day, you are shaping your brain. Let me read that again. Every minute of every day, you are shaping your brain. And I want to ask you this question. Are you shaping your brain to support, love, and be patient with yourself? I'd like us to end with a quote by Rick Hansen. And if you want to, you can shut your eyes for this as well. There's a traditional saying that the mind takes the shape it rests upon. The modern update is that the brain takes the shape the mind rests upon. For instance, if you regularly rest your mind upon worries, self-criticism, and anger, then your brain will gradually take that shape, will develop neural structures and dynamics of anxiety, low sense of worth, and prickly reactivity to others. On the other hand, if you regularly rest your mind upon, for example, noticing that you're all right now, seeing the good in yourself, and letting go, then your brain will gradually take the shape of calm strength, self-confidence, and inner peace. So my last question to you, what are you resting your mind on? And I'd like to encourage you, rest it on support, love, and patience with yourself. Thanks for joining us.